What is up, guys? Thank you for joining me on this video today. Before we get started, I want to give a huge thanks to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon to view this video. Today we're going to be talking about how to make professional studio quality music with nothing more but your iPhone. So besides your phone, all you're going to need for this is a set of headphones. I recommend the Sony Studio headphones. You can pick them up online or at Guitar Center, and they're less than $100. Last thing you're going to need is a pop screen. The pop screen is used so no loud noises make it to the microphone. Now this is not a necessity, but a mic stand is a great addition, along with this phone holder which you can find on Amazon. So the first thing you're going to do is open up your phone and open the GarageBand app. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, Kage, you can't make professional sounding music off of GarageBand. It's an iPhone app. Well, if you implement the things I'm going to show you today, I guarantee you'll be able to make professional studio quality music. Now, once you're inside the app, this is going to open up all the different instruments and inputs that GarageBand has to offer. I recommend before attempting to do any serious recording that you go and experiment with all the different things GarageBand has to offer. So, after you're done experimenting, what you're going to want to do is start out by building your bass. Me personally, I sometimes start out with the guitar first, with the drums, with the bass, piano, it really doesn't matter. But when I was starting out, I didn't really care what I started with. I just needed some sort of a bass to go off of for the rest of the song. But as I've gotten older and more experienced, I've learned that if I put down a simple drum track to keep me in tempo instead of listening to a click track, this is much better for me. But you need to find whatever works for you in your recording process. A simple drum track. Select drums, hit the white arrow in the top left-hand corner, and select which kit that you would like to use. Once you found a kit that you like, press the white plus sign in the upper right hand corner. This will allow you to adjust the length of your song. Then by clicking the gear sign in the upper right hand corner, it'll open up a window that says track controls and song settings. You want to select song settings. This will allow you to adjust the tempo, time signature, key signature, and more. Once you have the length and tempo where you want it, I recommend doing a simple drum beat, no more complicated than this. I usually only record a measure or two because all you have to do is double click on the track and this will allow you to loop through the entire song. Now, by clicking the gear sign in the upper right corner and hitting track controls, go to track settings and quantization. This will allow you to adjust the straightness or swing of the track. So now the next step that I normally do is record a guitar track. Now, keep in mind, you are not stuck with any of the instruments that are inside the app. I almost never use instruments inside the app, besides occasionally synthesizers, drums, and bass. At the same time, you can create professional, great sounding songs with instruments that you play entirely in the phone. It has a lot of great drum sounds, especially if you have an electronic drum kit. It has MIDI capability and allows you to use the drum sounds that are already inside the app, but play them yourself. When recording instruments or vocals, the only mic that I use is this guy, right here. This mic is absolutely fantastic. I don't know why it sounds so good, why it works so well with what I do with it, but it just does. And I know it'll sound great for you guys if you follow the steps that I'm telling you. So, ready to move on to step 2, recording instruments. When recording instruments, I simply take the phone and put it up to wherever I'm recording, drums, bass, guitar, whatever. The first thing you need to do is click the white plus sign in the bottom left corner. Then scroll over to the audio recorder. Click on instrument. This will open up a new page where you can adjust everything about your audio recording. Before I start recording, I hit the settings button in the upper right corner and hit track controls. Then I scroll down to plugins and EQ. Hit visual EQ. I take it down to about -10. And then we click done. This is something that I never used to do. All this does is just gives each recording a nice crisp sound. After that, what you're going to want to do is turn your monitor on so you can hear yourself. Then I set it down in front of the amp about 5 to 6 inches away. Now, I know that you're probably thinking, Kage, there's no way that you record guitar like that and it sounds professional. Trust me, this is the way that I've recorded every guitar part in all the music that I have out so far and that I'm working on still. So once you've set your phone up next to it, now you're ready to record. All you have to do is click the red record button up at the top and you're ready to go. Now, when recording other instruments, electric or acoustic, the process is the exact same. A mic stand comes in handy here. It's a great assistant in propping up the phone where it is most convenient for your recording. Now, once you've recorded an instrument, all you have to do is click the instrument icon attached to your recording on the left-hand side of the screen and click duplicate. This will give you an exact duplication of the settings that you had for that track. This is great so you don't have to keep going in and readjusting the settings on each new track that you record. All you have to do is hit the settings button in the upper right corner, hit track controls, scroll down to the bottom, and adjust the reverb and echo levels as much as you see fit. You can also adjust the bass, treble, and compression of the track. Here's where you can adjust the track band. This is where you adjust where you're going to be hearing the track most from, the right ear or the left ear. This button allows you to mute the track. This allows you to hear it solo. All you have to do is follow the steps that we've previously talked about. Now moving on to step 3, recording vocals. When recording vocals, you're going to go back into Audio Recorder, and this time instead of clicking Instrument, you're going to click Voice. It's going to show up with the same looking screen as before, but what I like to do is hit the blue adjustment knob in the upper right corner. This will take you to a circle with a bunch of funny looking pictures. Now, there are many different types of vocal mics that you can choose from. This is my favorite because it is completely clean with nothing else on it. You can add everything that you want and you don't have to sing through any filters or anything that you don't like. This one also helps me produce the cleanest, crispest sound for my vocals on each song. So you're going to do the same thing as before and hit the settings button up in the upper right hand corner, track controls, adjust the pan whichever way you'd like, go into the EQ, adjust down about -10, go back, adjust the reverb to where you would like it, echo, make sure your monitor is on, and you are ready to go. This is where the mic stand and the phone holder come in handy. You can clip your phone right in and you're ready to go. Now, as I said before, the mic stand is not a necessity because for the longest time I'd put the headphones on, I would hold the pop screen and hold the phone like this and then sing into it. So my hand was basically the mic stand. So it's not the end of the world if you don't have one. So now that you have your vocals recorded, we're gonna move on to step 4, record the bass. So when recording the bass, you follow the same steps that I've shown you when recording the guitar, or scroll till you find the keyboard. Once you click on that, go to the upper left-hand corner and click the white down arrow. Then scroll down and select Other. Scroll through the various instruments until you find the basses. There are 5 different basses that you can choose from in this category. Liverpool, muted, P-bass, picked, and upright. These all have different sounds, so you need to go through and find which one best suits the music that you're making. There's also a category of synth basses that you can use, and if you go into the Alchemy synths, there's an entire other category of multiple basses that you can choose from. Once you've found the bass that works for you, whether it be through the app or recording it straight out of your amplifier and playing your own bass, we're ready to move on to step 5, re-record the drum track. Step 4 and 5, and pretty much all of the steps that I've told you so far, can be interchangeable to whatever suits your recording process. This is pretty much the basic order that I follow when beginning recording a new song. So same with the drums. What I do is go in and delete the old drum track, which is simply done by double clicking the track and selecting delete. Then you can either reopen it and record using the drums inside the app. If you have an electronic drum kit, you can use that as well. Or if you have a live acoustic kit, you can use the recording steps that we've talked about earlier in the video and record those that way. Now, even with using all the steps that I've showed you, it's definitely going to take some time to get it sounding up to the professional level. When I first started, you could definitely see there was some potential, but it was not there yet. After the first year or so, I really started to get the hang of it. And now, as of using this as my method of recording for over 4 years, I've figured out my own ways to make things sound the best that they can and the most professional as possible. Any questions, comments, concerns, things that weren't clear about this video, things that you want me to cover next time, let me know on Instagram, you can DM me, let me know here on Patreon, let me know on YouTube, so I can make the best content possible for you guys. I hope this video has helped you guys out, get you started out on the right track to start recording better, cleaner, and more professional sounding music. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the first recording process video of many to come, so please stay tuned. Again, thank you so much for your support. I'll see you guys in the next video.